Good Friday morning to you. I like to read the Psalms. I like to read them because they are the words when I don't have them. They pull me out of my own mind and focus me more on what God might be saying to me. I don't always trust what is within me. In fact, frequently I doubt it. And the Psalms are what helps me to listen to God speaking to me. The Psalms also have value for me because they were written to be sung. And every time we hear the Psalms quoted throughout the scriptures, we know in Jewish tradition that they were sung. That's how they learned them. That's how they knew them. The reason I'm in the Psalms today is because I have had a song stuck in my head since Wednesday night. When we joined together for worship, one of the songs Jay and Ginger led was Good, Good Father. I love it, right? It's such a great melody. It's stuck on you. It reminds you in word and melody how good God is to us. But there was one particular line that for some reason I can't get out of my head. It's the whisper in the dead of night. It's one of the verses. I've heard the whispers in the dead of the night. The last couple days I've been sharing devotional times, really reflecting on how do we process the hurt and the evil and the anger and the anxiety and all that exists in this world. For me, I turn to Psalm 30. It is one of my favorites. It reminds me that from day to day things change. And while I might not see the change, I know it, I trust in it, I believe in it, because faith convinces me that God is always at work. In Psalm 30, we have beautiful lyrics, beautiful words, like we do in the song Good, Good Father. I will extol you, O Lord, for you have drawn me up. You did not let my foes rejoice over me. O Lord, my God, I cried for your help, and you healed me. O Lord, you brought my soul from Sheol. You restored me to life from among those who gone down to the pit. Sing praises to you, O his faithful ones. Give thanks to his holy name. For his anger is but for a moment. His favor is a lifetime. Weeping may linger for the night, but joy comes in the morning. You know what I love about this psalm is it doesn't say life is perfect. It doesn't have any fake reality that life isn't going to be hard. It also reminds us that we do things that leave us down in the pit. It is our human sinful nature. We can't change it. We can't control it. We can do our best, but our best often is still not good enough. And yet God restores us. God restores us not just once, but each and every day. God restores us when we come to him in prayer and confession. God restores us even when we fail to see what it is that we are doing wrong. God restores us that we might choose life in him. Now, there's a lot of different thoughts in that, isn't there? How can I be restored if I don't even know what's wrong? Well, sometimes God works in the quiet whispers in the dead of night to help us hear a voice that we don't hear in the middle of the day with all of the chaos and all of the noise that exists in this very troubled world. Sometimes God is restoring us beyond our imagination when we least expect it, when we realize we didn't even know we needed it. God pulls us from the pit and restores us to life. I love this psalm because it reminds me that when those dark moments come, those dark moments aren't a lack of faith, and they aren't a lack of God's presence. They are a reality of this world. And sometimes we live into those dark moments by our choices. That's why we come in confession. But out of those dark moments, God restores us. He draws us up from Sheol. Sheol, that great Hebrew word, the pit, the depths, the sorrow. All of those things describe Sheol. Have you known Sheol in your life? Because I have. And I rejoice every time I read this psalm, every time I think about this song, every time I put it to whatever melody fills my mind. The weeping was for a moment, but joy lingers. Joy comes. Joy is part of our life in God. So as you end out this week, as you think about all the things that didn't work out the way you wanted them to, as you hold on to the frustrations and you wonder what's the point, hear these words. God restores your life. God reaches even down to the pit, even down to Sheol to bring you up so that you may experience the joy of God. He restores you. Day in and day out, God is restoring you. Think about that. As you plan for the weekend, as you think about all that is to come, may your hopes and dreams also be filled with a gratitude that a God who loves you, who sent his son to the cross, is restoring you today, tomorrow, every day yet to come. Happy Friday to you.